lost half the squad on patrol. I can't guarantee anyone's safety.
Damnation! It's too late to back out.
Sir, someone's here. I think it's important.
Excuse me, friends, but I believe General Colvin mentioned your names to me. I'm Minos. I represent the Outreach Bureau.
What's the Outreach Bureau?
News, information, and psychological warfare. We're very good. For months, my men have been overriding Holonet news feeds to broadcast propaganda. We've seen significant results. Enemy morale and recruitment is down. In response, the Dark Council approved Project Eclipse.
If this project is so important, it's time you explain.
Eclipse is an interministerial program. Simultaneous military strikes and assassinations galaxy-wide in combination with one key broadcast. A message of intimidation.
Orders were to hijack the Hutt Cartel's central holofeed for the Outreach Bureau.
I have technicians and a speechmaker waiting, but the droid security is too strong and time is running out. Can you protect my people?
I'll do my best.
Everyone, get ready to move. Project Eclipse is back on.
I'm with you, wherever you lead.
This is it. Give us a second and we'll be set for the broadcast.
Thank you. I'll be handling the speech myself. But I am in your debt, now and forever.
This is way too easy.
More droids! Damn it, get out!
Listen, don't leave. Take my notes. Just please, make the broadcast.
Citizens of the galaxy, I speak to you in the name of the Sith Emperor. Today is a day of glory. 7 battlecruisers are en route to disputed sectors. They will reclaim our territories within the hour. Imperial intelligence has arrested over 900 dissidents on Sullust and Bothawi. The dissidents will be tried, judged, and executed. This is a warning to those who oppose us, and an invitation to those who would join us. The Empire abides by the Treaty of Coruscant, but should the Republic begin the war again, we will strike without mercy. And the time for choosing sides will be over.
That was fantastic. I saw the broadcast. Project Eclipse is a success. The whole galaxy has seen what the Empire can do.
My work here is done.
Indeed. The Republic will remember today.
Kaptulia dapota 21 kisli mo payug tachanga. Chiles kachanaga wani chika kospa ini kokate. Chu bola wawuni kupa tom titok maki chisa.
I'm paying attention.
Ni ompi but malia pedwana niop ni bobo chek chupa goma. Holokto chobot I kafsto andale.
Why tell this to me?
Kaptulia dapota 21 kisli mo payug tachanga. Nakmanoya chos nawe kuchuso yo mata chitoya. Ishupta no pachonki fakuta ji otokise.
You got something in mind?
Ji tonkayalis kachanaga bomba kombokni. Jilis kachanaga wani chika kospa ini kokate.
Mess around with me and your history.
Vafopa jiwanta humpa mulira pampa wula. Hava ji ota koga huta no pisto pampa wula. Asado punya liste wota se goto domoti.
I cut them down.
Kipuna malitota admishka kabadnota sema. Ji tonkayalis kachanaga bomba kombokni.
A good day to you. I bring the good wishes of Moff Sarek, the officer entrusted with annexing this planet. He has been anticipating your arrival.
Either I'm moving up in the world, or there are people he wants dead.
Knowing the Moff, sir, I would guess more than a few.
Good day. You have served us before, have you not? A valuable hire. I expect you care little for the niceties of politics here, so I will be brief. The Empire intends to use Alderaan's succession struggle to bring it into the fold, and I'm offering you the opportunity to play a pivotal role.
Is this a job interview then?
Oh, you have the job if you're willing. We would not be speaking otherwise. The heir to Alderaan's throne was recently assassinated, right after withdrawing from the protection of the Republic. The planet's in civil war, and for the first time in thousands of years, without the armies of the Republic to bring order.
That's a long time. Has the Republic really given them up?
The Republic has its proxies here as we have ours. We have allied ourselves with House Thul. The House was exiled 60 years ago after a failed bid for power, and came to us instead. Unfortunately, they have proven too weak to do what's needed.
You got someone they're not killing for you?
Yes, but Thul must also learn what it means to be an arm of the Empire. Jorad, one of the Thul lords, insists on following Alderaan's rules of civilized warfare. I want you to show him warfare is far from civil. Several of Thul's vassal houses have rebelled since Thul's connection to us became public. This cannot be allowed. Take a slave collar from my man here and drag one of these rebels to our weak-willed Lord Thul. Kill the rest and leave them where they fall.
They will learn that the best way to survive is to submit.
These lords of Alderaan must lose their foolish pride. Those who will not bow must break.
What is... who... Crymar? Is that Crymar Novan? That's a free nobleman of Alderaan. Unhand him. Who are you? What's this about?
Moff Sarek sent me to round up these traitors.
Yes. Moff Sarek had suggested using tactics like,
All of Alderaan will be thrown into chains because of you!
If you cannot rule your own vassals, how will you rule a planet?
You heard that. Be silent if you wish any mercy. I'm not certain that someone of your profession should make this sort of decision.
I make this decision.
Sir.
Thul vassals will now think twice about rebelling.
Excellent. I am pleased with your work. Very pleased. I would like to offer you a commission. Be my representative in House Thul. Aid Jorad and his men in crushing all resistance to the Empire. Obey her as you would me, and with the same penalty for defiance. Tell her what must be done to secure Thul's hold on Alderaan.
Yes, sir. My lady.
What's the next step?
I suppose the Moff expects us to take on House Organa. They're one of our oldest noble houses and loyal to the Republic. Until recently, they've been without an army, but they've got supporters all over the planet, including here.
You'll never find them. They've got top-of-the-line cloaking better than anything the Empire makes. No probes will get through, no spy sats, nothing.
Do you really want to find out what happens if you don't tell me where they are?
I don't know! Do you think we didn't anticipate this? We know what sort of monsters your Empire hires. I don't know anything that you could torture out of me.
House Organa denied raising an army, claiming it's just patriots defending their lands. But their attacks are too organized. We'll never find every group. We need to get inside their planet-wide communications, and that means finding a base with a physical link to slice into.
Just point me in the direction of the action.
The Organa guerrillas have a base hidden in some cave or other natural camouflage. There should be a master comlink there, guarded by their best soldiers. If you insert this computer spike, it'll give us a backdoor into all their communications.
If we slice into their command center, we can avoid falling into any traps.
House Organa will not make another move without us knowing. Impressive work. You can see we now have access to the Organa systems. They're all talking about the ruthlessness and brutality of the recent attack. They do train you Imperials well, don't they?
They fight with the fervor of patriots.
The Organas are trusted here. Many people have joined their resistance. Now that we can monitor the Organa's communications, it should be possible to...
Lord Thul, the base is under attack. Send aid quickly. Order Outpost 2 under attack. I repeat, under attack.
Perimeter defense is breached. We're under attack by assault droids. Repeat, a coordinated attack by probe and assault droids.
Blood of the Queen!
I'm no soldier, but I could probably defend your base.
Yes. Go now. Hazard pay. Whatever you want. The data says all 3 border posts are under attack. Looks like a coordinated effort. Hunter-killers and probes. All I've got out there is a skeleton crew. You're the only one close enough to reach them in time. Please, save my bases, and bring me the memory cores from any probes you destroy. I want to know who's behind this. Good luck.
Every second, more of your men's lives are lost.
Thank you. Now hurry!
I cannot thank you enough for your quick work. I don't know what the Organas were after, but that attack was long in the planning.
I'm always a professional.
Moff Sarek was wise to hire you. No one else on Alderaan acts with your swift brutality. Who's the source of these? What were they looking for? And quickly!
The programming signatures point to Lord Cedric Killick.
Lord Killick is my vassal. He swore loyalty to me personally when we returned from exile.
Bottom line, no one's gonna serve you if it doesn't serve them.
The parameters indicate the probes were to join an assault team in a... My lord, this program indicates an assault team massing in a tunnel between here and the Killick estates. I don't find any such tunnel on the blueprint.
The siege tunnel! Blood of the Queen! They're coming through the siege tunnel!
Those attacks were meant to draw your guards away from the palace.
The wretched traitor! That tunnel connects his lands directly to our estates. No one's used it in centuries, but the tunnel opens right under this room. What are we going to do?
Defeating a standing army goes for time and a half.
Yes, of course, whatever. This is my family's home. Moff Sarek gave us cartons of thermite explosives. They take time to set up, but they pack a punch. If you take them into the siege tunnel, you can collapse it on Cedric and his army. Seal the access, so they can't threaten us again.
How do I get into this siege tunnel?
There's an entrance to the tunnel nearby. The storeroom is in the same area. I'll recall my troops to defend the surface, but there's no doubt the real battle will be below. Thank you.
So, you're the Imperial puppet who taught House Thul to bite instead of bark. Does he lick your hand? Fetch your slippers? Real Alderaanians will never bow to the likes of you.
No one world can stand up to the might of the Empire.
I would sooner see Alderaan blasted into space debris than given over to the Empire. You don't even have the guts to fight this yourself, instead of hiding behind a carton of thermite. If you had a shred of decency, you'd settle this by an honorable duel. You against me.
You against me.
You surprised me, Bounty Hunter. I thought your kind couldn't change their minds unless they're paid to. A duel of skill, then. If you win, I will give my house over to House Thul to use as he will. If I win, you stand aside and let me cleanse Alderaan of this scourge, and tell your Imperial handlers Alderaan lives free or dies! To arms! I concede. You have the better skill. Perhaps it is Alderaan's fate to fall to the Empire. I will tell my people. We must find a way to live through these times.
Show them that sometimes there's more strength in yielding.
I will tell my army to stand down. Thank you for this mercy.
Are returning from the outpost to take them into custody. The Killick are saying you are a woman of great honor. I will tell Moff Sarek of your heroism immediately.
I have won your place for you fairly, in a way they understand.
An unnecessary luxury, but it did not cost us the battle. This time. The Thuls need not fear any further rebellion in their ranks. If the Empire is to keep you on retainer, our money would better go toward using you elsewhere.
Imagine leaving your home for a sojourn into the galaxy. When you return, you find the manor infested. The wood is rotten and wriggling. Beetles carpet floors you raced across as a child, and maggots drop in tangled clumps onto your head. This is what House Thul must contend with, an infestation of vermin.
When you have a bug problem, you hire an exterminator.
The Killicks are Alderaan's native insectoid population. Man-sized, barely intelligent. It's the nobility's duty to contain the swarms underground. Unchecked, they are ravaging this planet, turning palaces into hives and cocooning the survivors. Generations caught in the mandibles of beasts.
You said they're native to this world. They were here first?
Legend has it Killick once ruled the planet. Supposedly most flew to the stars, but how many remained in hibernation? House Organa has been neglecting their responsibilities against the vermin, but even they carry defenses against Killick hunting parties. If you could seize the Organa toxins and poison the Killick hives, well, the Killicks will swarm, and the other houses must defend themselves and do their part.
Maybe Alderaan belongs to the Killicks as much as it does to you.
No Alderaanian is so naive. Bug hunting, however inglorious, is our obligation, and Organa and Ulgo have failed Alderaan. We will all war against the Killicks, and Thul will save this planet from infestation.
Killick hives have been poisoned. They'll swarm soon.
And the noble houses must accept their obligation to combat them, thanks to Thul leadership. In another life, you would have made a fine royal guardian of the mountains.
My greetings. I trust you're here to find out what happened to the Imperial inspection team.
Depends if you're planning to pay for the answer.
If you can find it, I assure you the answer to that question is worth a great deal. I'm House Thul, General of the Thul forces in this region. We recently had a large Imperial contingent arrive from Dromund Karst to inspect our mines for lanthanite deposits. But in the middle of their inspection, the entire place was overrun by Killicks. We've had no communication for days.
I want the full briefing. Risk assessment, strategic importance, all of it.
Moff Sarek wants the inspection team rescued, and fast. Apparently some of them hold serious rank off-world. And the Killicks don't exactly respond to negotiations. They're the native aliens here, giant bugs with just enough sentience to shoot a blaster. Attacking these Killicks would take half our army, but apparently I'm too close to the problem to strategically assess its value.
You have some kind of personal stake in this?
Yes. I don't want you to think I'm asking for personal reasons, but my daughter was leading the inspection team. I don't know if she's alive or dead. If you can find her, find our advisors, free them if they're prisoners. I promise you a reward that will leave me bankrupt.
I will not let these aliens kill your daughter, or the advisors.
Thank you. For myself, even more than for my house.
You have removed those who are not of the nest. Had they stayed, they would have learned the peace of the joining. We will not deny you your prize. But leave now. There has been a song of swarming. We have claimed these mines for the nest.
I'm looking for Thul's daughter.
Once we were called Daria Thul. Now we are known as new child of the Ukanuku nest. We have tasted the gel and scented the egg chamber. We have joined.
I'm getting you out of here.
You are mistaken. We are not here against our will. We have joined the kind. There is peace in the nest, a love that comes of sharing one mind. It is a gift beyond measure. We will never return.
You would leave your friends? Your father?
Thul is not my family. He and his kind have brought war to Alderaan in the name of their own power. Here we are safe. Here we are at peace. Here we will stay.
If you have found happiness, however unlikely, I will not take that from you.
Thank you. If you ever tire of the world of violence and mistrust, return. The peace of the nest is open to all.
Thank you. My medics are treating the inspection team for shock, but they seem otherwise unharmed. I wish I could say the same for my daughter. I have heard nothing. Did you not find her?
She has embraced the Killick's ways. I would not force her to return.
I've heard of this. They call it the joining. Some drug those horrors secrete that brainwashes their victims. You should have dragged her away. There must be a way to recover.
She is at peace now. Honor that, and return to your duties.
I only wish I could have protected her.
General Thul, excuse me. It is urgent I speak with my rescuer at once. I'm Agent Craig Graff, Imperial Intelligence. It was no accident those Killicks attacked when they did. The Ulgos pushed them toward that mine.
Are the mines so important?
The mines are nothing. Not until we get production going on lanthanide. It was a decoy. The push was orchestrated by the Ulgos to distract us from something they're calling Operation Sunshower.
Go on, I'm listening.
I've heard that term. It's come up a few times in the chatter we're getting from our back door into the Organa networks.
It's a baradium detonator, a massive explosive. They plan to strike at the heart of Thul lands. The detonator's being transported by Boris Ulgo's elite soldiers, former Republic Special Forces, with the best weapons they could take and all the training the Republic gave them.
Kill the soldiers, steal the weapon?
Just before the Killicks arrived, we acquired a data file that I believe to be the launch codes for the detonator.
If you really wish to strike fear into the heart of the Ulgos, get into the camp where they're holding it and set it off prematurely. It won't be the full force of the weapon, but let it be Ulgo that perishes, not Thul.
Where are you? Come out! I know you're there, you brain-stealing vermin! Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Captain Asersha of House Thul. Can't speak now. Gotta keep an eye out. Killicks are everywhere. They'll turn us all into mindless drones to serve their hives. They must be stopped.
You looking to hire me for some bug stomping?
I knew you'd understand. You want to kill them too, don't you?
Chaskruni do pat kurira do kanki kung. Chonki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Poya tuka changa goptula do bata wana wanki. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki.
Care to elaborate on that?
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño. Liz di woto.
You got yourself a hunter.
Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Ok bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe.
Kill them all! Kill them with fire!
Chechopa kuma ni umpi butmalia bedwana ni bobo.
I've secured what you wanted.
I heard the explosions. I hope those monsters burned alive. We'll remember this service when House Thul takes the throne.